it's Bailey from Making Up the Midwest, and this is going to be a video on my top 5 favorite drugstore foundations. Now, I have a combination skin type, and I tend to prefer foundations that are a little more heavy coverage and more mattifying. Not necessarily all the way matte, but I tend to steer clear of dewy foundations just because I tend to get an oilier T-zone. However, there are always different circumstances that warrant a different foundation that provides a different finish or coverage or just behaves differently. So I have compiled my list of top 5 favorites for you, and good news is they're affordable, so let's get started. So the first foundation wins the award for being most affordable, and that is the Wet n Wild Coverall Cream Foundation. And I have a full-blown review, before and after pictures, all of that, so I won't go into too much detail as to why I like this, but essentially it has all of these same properties that I just talked about loving in a foundation, the somewhat mattifying effect, the more full coverage effect, and yet this is $3 to $4 a tube, so really it made the top 5 because it is easily the most affordable foundation I'm going to talk about of the 5 I'm going to mention in this video. This next foundation I find to be the most versatile, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. Again, it has that same kind of semi-matte finish, not dewy in the least, I wouldn't say, but it's most versatile because I find it easiest to layer. I can apply a thin layer and it provides light to medium coverage, and yet I can still layer it and build it to create a somewhat heavier coverage, and it doesn't get cakey, it doesn't look unnatural. So when I'm traveling, this will be my go-to foundation because it has that sort of coverage versatility that I really like, especially for my combination skin. This next foundation is my favorite illuminating foundation, or the foundation with kind of a dewy finish, and that's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. And I thought it was important to add this in here because, like anyone else, I do like to change up the kind of finish that I have with my makeup. Some days I just need a little bit of extra help when it comes to getting that lit from within look, and so I will go for a more dewy makeup despite generally leaning more towards the semi-matte to matte finishes. And this is what I go for because I notice it does develop a little bit more dewiness throughout the day, but not overwhelmingly so. Even my combination skin in the summertime can handle this without looking like an oil slick at the end of the day. So for all you combination skin types out there, this is what I would recommend when you want that sort of healthier, dewier finish foundation without getting too much by the end of the day. This next foundation makes the list mostly because it is the only of its kind in the drugstore, and that is Aero Makeup Mist, and mine is in the shade Butter. I've done a full-blown review on this as well, and many people who are regular watchers or readers of the blog will know that I loved yours Air Flash as well as Sephora's spray foundation. I just like spray foundations in general because I find they do provide somewhat of an airbrushed finish without actually needing an airbrush, and so this is as close as I found you can come with a drugstore foundation. Now this is it's a very hydrating makeup, spray makeup, and so it will give you a little bit of a dewier finish, but in terms of spray makeup and airbrush finishes, this takes the cake for all of the drugstore foundations that I have tried. So this is a good option for those of you that like spray foundations but want to take it down to a drugstore level. And then last but certainly not least is Revlon's Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I've talked about this many times in multiple different videos, but it just provides a long-lasting finish. Again, the finish I love, semi-matte, fuller coverage, and it lasts for ages. I don't know if it's the texture, certain ingredients, but I swear I put this on at 7, 8 a.m. in the morning, and it's on in one piece until I want to take it off at 9 to 10 p.m. at night. It's just phenomenal in that respect. So on days that I know are going to be long, or my skin's going to be under the stress of the elements, this is what I will wear to ensure that my face looks flawless all day long. So that is it for my top 5 favorite drugstore foundations. I hope you guys found this video useful. I know I always love trying new drugstore foundations, so if you want to tell me your favorite in the comment section below, I would love that. I always love trying more. And that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!